Hi, welcome to the RPG channel. This is the second video that I'm doing in a series, I guess, about how to get ready for and actually play a role-playing game. Pen and paper role-playing tabletop game. Now, assuming that you already have a good understanding of the rules and you know that your players are cool with playing whatever game it is that you've picked out, then your next step is going to be to think about exactly what kind of game you want to play and how you're going to pitch it to the players. Now, part of that is already taken care of for you with the game system itself, just because of the assumptions of the system. It's like, if you say you were going to play Dark Heresy, then that's telling the players that you're going to be playing a type of game that's different than if, say, you went to them saying that you're going to be playing Call of Cthulhu or New World of Darkness. So, part of it's already taken care of, but even within specific games, there's a whole lot of room. And you have to make sure that you know exactly what you want to do and what you want to get out of your game. Otherwise, it's going to come across as being rather open-ended and unsure. And the more direction you can put into creating the scenarios and the campaign, the more confident the players are going to be in working in it. So, you have your game picked out, you understand the rules, the players are on board. What you need to do now is think about exactly what type of adventures you're going to be running. So, say you're running a game and you decide that you want to focus on the stealth aspect of it or something. Like, you want to do a lot of stuff with, like, sneaking and hiding and opening locks and stuff like that. So you want to do, like, a corporate espionage game or something with, like, spies and thieves and cloak and dagger type stuff. That's fine if you have a game that can support rules like that. Or say you want to play a game that focuses heavy on just, like, individual combat on a tactical level. You know, whatever it is, that's fine. But make sure that the players understand what it is you're looking for when you're presenting the game to them. Otherwise, you're going to wind up with characters that are inappropriate to the type of games you want to run. Now, this is kind of a hot topic on the internet because people running these games and players sometimes differ pretty wildly on opinions on this matter. Because some people, myself included, think that ultimately the person running the game is the one who has the final say about what is and isn't allowed. While other people see it as more of a narrative type experience where the player should be allowed to do pretty much whatever they want to do. And the best example I can give you about this is, this didn't happen to me but I heard about it, was a Call of Cthulhu game that was set in Nazi France, I think, during World War II. And the keeper told the players what they were going to run, and they were all like, great, sounds good. So they went home, made their characters, and the next week they got back together, and he had, I think it was like a French historian or something like that, and then there was like a Nazi spy person, like, and then there was a dwarf who was living in the sewers of Paris. Like, a real dwarf, like, with a beard and an axe and everything. And when asked about this, the player just commented, oh, that's my character, I play him in every game. And I don't think that's right. But some people disagree with me on that, and that's something that you, as the game master, are going to have to figure out before you go into this. Because if you want to allow players whatever, then that's fine. But if you have clear expectations of what kind of characters you expect them to run, then they need to know about that going into it. And every bit of guidance you can give the players about the setting, all the information about what type of games you're wanting to work on, helps them build their characters that will interact well with the games you're working on. And it's not even just a matter of being inappropriate, but it's a matter of being just competent also. Like if you're doing the like heavy infiltration, like sneaking spy game or whatever, then a tank isn't going to be all that useful because they're just not going to have the skills necessary to work in that environment, or to, at least not to contribute much to the party, and they're going to have a whole bunch of skills that hardly ever get used. So one thing I like to do is, and this depends a lot on the length of the game I'm wanting to run. Like if I'm planning on running a long open-ended campaign that could go anywhere, then I pretty much give the players free rein to make whatever type of character they want within the confines. Like I might only allow certain races, or I don't want to use classes from supplemental books, something like that. And I'll let them do whatever they want with the skill sets. If I'm running a shorter game, like I know it's only going to be 1 or 2 sessions long, then, well, longer than that, maybe like 3 or 4. Anyway, if it's going to be a short game, then I tell them up front that this is what I'm focused on, this is the type of skills you're going to need, because that way it gives the players the option to focus their character in skills that are most likely going to come up. Now that doesn't mean those are the only skills that are going to be important, and that doesn't mean those are the only things that are going to come up, but I want to at least show them what I'm expecting. And if I'm doing a one-shot game, where I know for a fact we're only going to be doing this for 1 session, and I'm letting them make characters for it, I pretty much tell them at the beginning, these are the skills that you're going to be using, these are the ones you're not going to be using. Because I don't want the player's experience with the game to be mostly sitting there wishing that they had taken a different skill at character creation. So, that is the best advice I can give you on that aspect of getting your characters ready, or getting the players ready to make characters. And next time I'll talk about trying to help your characters get working together as a group, because that's a pretty big hurdle that a lot of games tend to fall apart at. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
Oh god, what would be a good